MPZ, hey error, he booked the worm. Gishu, hello. Hey Vadra. Hey BBBI. Hey Vergat. Hey Tanzalai. Hey Smurf. Hey Harmonica, hello. Alright. Yesterday we had our first loss. And it was a run where I just kind of didn't get good stuff at the start, which was fascinating. And I'm wondering if Bag of Prep isn't actually that good in Ironclad. Alright, we will not be removing 2 cards here. Like, we just choose a card. Choosing a card I think slightly better than potions. You'd like to go this way, but it's hard. Whirlwind makes it quite a bit easier, though. Our bailout, I guess, is like doing this, which is still pretty hard, but like slightly less hard. I guess we could also do this. Kind of miserable. Definitely happy with a whirlwind in Act 1 of a slime boss run, though. Have I tried just getting the good stuff, particularly at the start of the run? You know, I haven't. But that's a really good idea. Manifest Destiny, see Dravid, Kathy. Make sure this helps. You're doing well. Alright. I don't hate a whirlwind from the whale to start. Could do better, for sure. I'm kind of like conceptually thinking of this as a strike, right? So I get my relics and cards from Act 1 and then the run actually starts. Like, it's been such a long time since I had an Ironclad run that didn't make it through Act 1. This feels like a very easy anger. Whirlwind is... One of the cool things about Whirlwind is it costs anything from 0 to 999, I guess. So anytime I draw Whirlwind plus other attacks, the other attacks have a larger opportunity cost to play, which makes a 0 cost attack more appealing than usual with Whirlwind. And I mean, it's pretty appealing to begin with. What do y'all think? You're here for the Joe and Ribs stream. Welcome, Neutral Chaotic. Hey, Pronath. I'm playing Pokemon. My Sporkle. I don't know what that one is. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. How long does it take for a relic to pay 17 health? Potentially a while. I like paid 18 here, didn't get the relic. I could still probably just go to a shop and buy potions. I'm still probably not dead. It's like Roblox. Oh, I thought it was like a Wordle. I think we clicked 3 times at least. Alright, Shovel is a relic. It doesn't really do anything. But sure, we have a shovel now. Run 1. I wish. Pommel, Pommel Strike, and Brutality. I'm not sure I've talked about these yet. Ironclad cards. Pommel. I'm in view only right now. So I'm logged in as the wrong account. Alright. Pommel is some sort of front-loaded damage. In general, it's not like it hits for 8 for 1. It's really iffy whether that's worth taking at all. But then obviously you have strength scaling on it. And it's quite a lot of strength scaling. And you have a little bit of exhaust synergies. But generally, if you're taking single-use cards with exhaust on them for exhaust synergies, you want them to do something other than damage, in my opinion. Anyway, generally a skip unless you have great strength / vigor in Act 1. Some strength or vigor in Act 1, in which case it's an obvious pickup. Not a difficult card to evaluate, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, the stuff I have to say about Pommel is very limited. You just don't have to think about that card that hard. It's either obviously good or obviously bad, I think, most of the time. AJ Calabro, welcome. What is a month day? I don't know. Brutality. Brutality is a scaling power. Say it's like a C+ scaling power. We've got some self-damage synergies going on. I think this is the main good self-damage synergy card. You still don't take it because of that, but like, it's nice because hits you at a different part of the turn from combust. So nice for making rupture scale quickly. The problem with brutality is very slow payoff. When drawn, it's worth -1 card. Turn after, it gets back to neutral. And it isn't until 2 turns after drawing it that you're ahead on the deal. As such, not usually a great card, except for boss fights or to make self-damage synergies work if you have them. Is it worth it to take this to open up the possibility of taking a rupture later? That is a fascinating question that I don't know the answer to. Also worth noting, like, I do have an anger. The card draw is like a little bit better than usual, and I do have to fight a slime boss. It's not terrible against Lagavulin. Too bad against the other ones. I'm kind of open to the idea of taking this. One more sheet. Can we hold a blank card to try to hit synergies for it? If so, which ones are worth taking and when? Because that's kind of what we're doing. Brutality is kind of a blank card. It'll do okay in the act, but like net negative. And the reason that we're taking it is that if we take it and hit Rupture with Whirlwind and Anger already, we have something going on at that point. Rupture is not that likely. The chance of getting any particular uncommon in a card board. 1, 2, 3. I'll just do a count. $36. There are 36 uncommons. And on average, you get 1 uncommon in a card reward. Ish. So chance that we even see a Rupture in the entire run is not that high. I also just take a Pommel Strike. What if I just took a Pommel Strike? That one also draws cards, but it does it this turn and it deals damage. It seems way better. Alright, let's just take a Pommel Strike. I think it's pretty likely that I will play worse in general this month, because I'm thinking about so many things other than the actual run I'm in. Hemokinesis, Thunderclap, Havoc. Super happy to be taking a Hemokinesis. Yeah, super happy to take a Hemokinesis. I think that probably gets me through the 3 elites at this point. How do you feel about Numa Numa? I don't know what that is either. Kids. Kids these days. If I go to the shop, it's to buy, like, potions and grab a card remove, I guess? I think I'd rather just take out another hallway fight. My rare chance is very low because I was offered a rare there. So getting a bit more rare chance before going through all the elites is good. Getting all the elites in a row is like, for one, it's scary for like, I might die. But also, it's a little bit iffy for generating as many rares as possible. Ideally, you'd want to go like hallway fight, elite, hallway fight, elite, hallway fight, elite, or something like that. Have a much higher chance of getting 2 rares that way. It is a hard hallway fight. Maybe fighting a hard hallway fight isn't the best idea here. Yeah, this is an interesting inflection point, but I think I'll take the shop. Just thinking, like, if I go Fire Potion card remove from the shop, I'm pretty happy with how that scales me for later, and also I feel like it's very relevant for killing the elites. No Fire Potion. Also no, like, Fire Potion analog, really. can go Cultist Potion, but it costs me the entire card remove. I could go Feel No Pain to solve Sentries. No, you should not be buying Fairy in a Bottle here. Could buy Good Instincts. I'm just gonna remove a strike. Feel No Pain's not good yet. I think with Whirlwind, it's also just not that important for the Sentries fight. Lagavulin is not a great fight for me. Okay, Strike Dummy is real good. Pommel Strike and 4 strikes. True Grit, Dual Wield, Heavy Blade. Probably just have to skip those. Removing the strike feels very silly now. Was that Elite Fight good? Well, I got a Strike Dummy out of it. I'm gonna go with yes. Wait, question card, also not terrible. We can go with a headbutt, or we could just not. Like, we probably just don't. Ornithopters, some decent sustain, maybe. Yeah, if I bought Cultist Potion, my Lagavulin fight would have been a bit better. But we don't get Lagavulin every time, and it's not anywhere near as exciting for the other elites. So. Bag of Prep, Explosive Potion. There's a second one, there's an Uppercut. I think I'm down for an Uppercut. I don't have any weak yet. And I don't have so much gold. Look at all my gold. I don't have any weak yet, and I haven't upgraded Bash. Also didn't upgrade Whirlwind yet. I think upgrade Whirlwind. Boom, boom, boom. Upgrade some sort of block guard. Because I sure don't block yet. Let's take Twin Strike. It deals 16 for 1. Maybe that's just better. I think weak's too important. Just thinking about Act 2 fights already. Alien cheese, 6 of 3 months. Appreciate it. Glad you're having fun. Berserk is my second rare. That's unfortunate. My strength scaling in quotation marks doesn't work with Pummel, so I won't be taking Pummel. I think we just skip. Been offered 2 rares and haven't taken either. Whoops. Yeah, I have no block, so it's actually kind of terrifying. I could take 1 Havoc. Havoc hits Whirlwind really well, hits Bash and Uppercut pretty well. I think I could take it and upgrade it. My energy costs are kind of high. I'm also thinking, like, I am not going to want hallway fights at the start of Act 2, because currently they deal me, like, 20 damage. And as such, saving my gold for a shop at the start of Act 2 instead of taking it now makes a lot of sense to me. Did I ever take Snecko Eye? Maybe. Yeah, actually I could see Snecko Eye here. Alright, I guess it's a skip then. Indie Rouge. Is that good enough to dig here? The Whirlwind upgrades, like, no, I can't dig over Whirlwind upgrade, I don't think. Italicize is fine, so is Twin Strike. Like with 50 effective health, I do not have to rest here. Upgrading Metallicize is not bad, actually. It's going to, like, save me 1 health on every turn in Act 2. My block is very bad. Take a look at every relic in the game real quick. I feel like Ironclad has better class-specific relics than other characters. Like Red Skull's so good. Paper Frog self-forming clay. Magic Flower. It's all so good. Effects are pretty good. think it's an okay dig. Smiling Mask is maybe not what I would have picked, but okay. $22 plus 12, 34. This Whirlwind for 36. I miss Whirlwind in the second half of the fight, though. Oh, I deal more damage than that because I have Strike Dummy. Okay. It's fine. Worst case, I have Explosive Potion to kill all of those. Probably will be using Explosive Potion for this fight. $29, $25, $23. Yeah. My potion chance is high enough that even if it's not necessary to win the fight, the amount of health that I'm saving seems worth it. Strike less good than Whirlwind plus. I don't know what that means. Metallus Ice is successfully blocked. Alright, we got a duplication potion. We are picking between Feed, Immolate, Offering, and... We're picking between Feed, Immolate, and Offering. These are good cards. I talked about Offering already. Immolate. Could I ever develop a formula that showed a number rating above each card based on what I already had in my deck? Sure. Would it be good? I don't know. Depends how long I spent on it. It's like an A+ tier front loaded damage card, maybe even S tier. Not excited about Immolate for the status synergies usually. But it's nice that it kills multi-enemy fights. And it's even just like good enough damage to be a great card in non-multi-enemy fights. I'm not going to be taking it here because I have, well, a billion other things already. But it is definitely very good. There was like a period of a week or two a long time ago where I got Immolate several times from Whale, and then it just like seemed terrible every single time. I'm still not really sure why. Probably because I just don't draw it often enough for it to do the thing. I don't know. Hey, Boogie Boy. Let me see a Silver Bullet for Act 1. Not really, because you don't draw it often enough for it to work in a lot of fights. Good as in helpful or good as in moral? I meant helpful. What is there to say about Immolate? Probably my second favorite AoE option for Ironclad. Slightly behind Whirlwind because of Whirlwind's higher synergistic potential and more varied use cases. Very good at killing the fights which have lots of enemies in them. I find it unusual to have a run where you want fewer than one card for killing multi-enemy fights as Ironclad, but also quite rare to want more than 2, and even the second often feels like overkill. Do I ever consider the potions I currently have when picking card rewards? Of course. I consider the game state I am in when I'm picking what to do. Like all of it. You think showing potion chance and talking about my route with map markers improves the viewing experience? I think showing potion chance meaningfully changes the game, actually. If I'm not doing the work to remember those, I don't think that I should know them. I don't think it's fair to offload the work of tracking them to a mod. But I understand, I guess, how it could make the viewer experience better. I don't hate the idea of a mod for marking the map, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know if there's more to say about Immolate than that. I guess slightly bigger deal if you care about Snecko Eye, which I tend not to very much. This is probably a useful note. I just realized that I never wrote anything about Uppercut, which I was clearly offered since I've put it in my deck. This is front-loaded damage, like a C+ probably. It is a block alternative, and not a terrible block alternative either. Like a C. Needs an upgrade. Solid card at most points of the run. Unfortunately costs 2, making it conflict with Bash in Act 1, but becomes especially appealing to pick up if you are low and vulnerable and haven't upgraded Bash yet, as you'll be able to upgrade Uppercut instead and get some solid weak out of it as well. I consider Reaper to be AoE damage. I mean, it deals AoE damage. But when I'm talking about which cards I like for dealing AoE damage, it's not very high because it doesn't deal AoE damage well, right? I already talked about Offering, which is very good. I think I'm taking Feed over it. I think we're early enough in the run. And I've got a bit of sustain in my relics. I'm into the Feed. What do I remove with Smiling Mask? Like, I have a strike dummy. Do I remove my strikes? Yes. I don't know. Slaver's Collar is very awkward with feed. So is Runic Dome. I don't feel like uppercuts. I mean, I will note that it's artifact removal, I guess. I don't generally think that uppercut being artifact removal is a very persuasive part of the card, because paying 2 energy for 2 artifact removal just isn't very good very often. Like, I just don't know any fight in the game, really, where I care. It is possible for you to care, but like, there are just, by the time you get to late game, like, everything else is so much better at artifact removal than this. And before you get to late game, like, I don't know, Automaton, I guess? Automaton, Shield, Spear, Heart. Well, against Shield, Spear, and Heart, like, I don't know. Would, like, on floor, like, 55, you are going to have a better way to remove artifact than paying 2 to remove 2, I think. Unless your run has gone apocalyptically poorly. What is Hyper Beam, man? So there's a 4 elite path. I do have a Slaver's Collar. I did save all my gold. I am getting beat up pretty hard at the start of the act here, unfortunately. I think in the interests of not being dead, Flame Barrier as an actual block card is pretty good. Armaments upgrades feed. I don't want Flame Barrier because I don't have a 4th energy for birds. It's like a specific thing, but it's actually... I think it's a really big card in exactly the bird site. I will take an armaments if I get offered one later. This is one of the fights I wanted uppercut for. Hopefully this is a feed. It begins. Gosh, that is just not a very good Dark Embrace right now. Do I take it anyway? It's such a bad Dark Embrace. It's so bad. One of the worst Dark Embraces I've ever seen. I think I take it anyway. Is that our Intimidate? Probably. You just have to trust that Dark Embrace will get good at some point, I think. So card remove's easy here. I'm thinking I card remove a strike and buy Art of War, maybe. I could go to another shop if I feel like this shop isn't good enough to get me through. I guess I could always go here, bail out of that. How are my fights, like, realistically? Nightmare is good against Book of Stabbing, too. Dark Embrace is so bad here. Oh, it's brutal. Fire breathing is like not actually unplayable. Instead of Art of War, basically. It just gets me through elite fights a little bit better. I value a card being on sale much. It just changes its price. Value it as much as I value gold for other things. I don't think I need fire breathing. I can go Art of War, remove strike. It's a slightly dubious Art of War, maybe. Okay. I think that makes my Dark Embrace a lot better. No. How many days does Ironclad month have? 30, probably. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. Yo, what? I guess I don't get to fight the elites. Liquid memories are so awkward. Saved the potion. Could have been on 13. wonder if like buying Dark Embrace and taking 3 apparitions just killed me. Possible. I think I'm taking blood for blood. It's a good hit with liquid memories. Largely. I think we go for it. I didn't want book of stabbing. How long did it take me to build decks that work? I've been playing the game since a very long time ago. I think I win the fight. Which didn't feel like it was guaranteed a second ago. Else I don't. Do I have to liquid memory just now? 27 damage. Kind of feels like I do. It also feels a little bit like if I use it now, I just am kind of dead. On account of... Whirlwind hits for 48. But I'll also consider that I need to play a block card. I think I have to do it. Well, this is somewhat what Blood for Blood was for. Liquid Memories came back. Assume for Apparition seems pretty relevant. I don't think resting for 12 health is right. This starts to get very, very dire very quickly. But I don't think it's right to rest. Like upgrade, maybe Dark Embrace or maybe Exhume. It's not that hard for me to win either of these fights. You can't dig waffle now, it's a shop relic. Would I eat a waffle off the ground? Maybe. Cool. It would be really cool to get the feed off. I don't think it's worth it to try to get a feed off from there. Found a ginger. I found a feel no pain. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't find another potion. We do grab war paint for sure. But a cowardly no attack by them. I guess I also didn't attack. So who's the real coward? Just dead? Okay. What are our notes on this one? We're 27. No block relics. Act 1. 2 slavers. Collar. 2 just kind of couldn't ever block or deal fast damage in Act 2. Possibilities. Offering overfeed. Skip apparitions. Oh, dead. Skip Dark Embrace. But win how? Weird run. Turns out apparitions, feed, and Dark Embrace are all bad. Yup.